what you're looking at is fending off the blade with something of structural integrity. So briefcase, maybe a laptop, certainly some sort of rucksack that had something sturdy in it. So if you've got a very soft drawstring bag with a towel in your training shoes, it's not going to cut it. You want something of structural integrity. It doesn't necessarily have to be tactically looking like this or like this. This is just two examples. All I've put inside here is a tie pad. And really all you need to train this skill is a tie pad. But take the idea, you've got something that you can hold on to that's got structural integrity, that you could jam a blade away from and that you could impact the body with as a barrier, as a shield. Bottom line is, if you've got something that you can employ as a barrier to fend somebody off, to make space to run, that's the idea. Although you should have an unarmed skill set that integrates the ability to deal with a knife, it takes time, flight time, to understand the dynamics of that. No matter how gross motor it is, it needs flight time. There's elements that you can't get away from, even though it's gross motor. You need timing, you need a degree of accuracy, and most of all, you need the ability to override the natural innate instinct to move back, which is what your body will be screaming at you to do. It's counterintuitive to go forward. So if you took a slash at me and I went forward to crash inside, now I'm in a position where I could do something to him. Whereas if I continuously followed my body pattern of moving back, I'm just going to end up in range where the knife is most dangerous. Same thing if he stabbed me, if I keep trying to bend it off, I'm just going to get stabbed. So I need to literally, when he stabs, halt the motion, boom, fucking get him here straight away, start fucking working him over. Right. I'm not going to do anything too dynamic, so I'm just recovering. But this skill is something that you could give pretty much to anyone, because most people now carry some kind of bag, don't they?
Yeah.
And if you are looking from this tier 1 civilian kind of perspective, then you should have something about this shape, kit-like, with useful tools inside. Right? So we're working off the idea that you've got a bag of some kind, right? Bag fend drill is simple enough. All you're going to do first of all is fend the stab line. You just want to fend it, and as you fend it, you want to push back and straight arm. I don't want to come forward, because if this collapses, I'm still getting stabbed. Right? So what you're looking at is using a bag to fend off an attack line with a knife. Right? So the way we practice this module is you isolate this first. So boom, isolate this, isolate, give this structure. Notice how it will fend it off. If the attack line comes as an angular stab to the side of the neck, here, then I want boom, this kind of structure. I just want to cant it and stop into here. Boom, cant it here. So the first motion is going to stab, then bend. Bend. Of course, I don't want to keep defending, so I'm not doing anything yet. So the motion would be slow time, I'd bend this, maybe hit that, push it in the bollocks, and I'd leg it. That would be the ideal. Maybe if you came back in again, I'd throw it out and hit him with it and run. The objective of this is stun and run. Create the opportunity to escape. First motion, I've managed to pull this off, create a barrier. So if you had this on, there's several methods in which you can pull this across. Because in the US, it's a big thing to put plate in here. So like a company called Go Ruck put weighted plates, 10 kilos, 15, 20 kilos for hiking in a rucksack. But it's also, will stop a 9mm round. It's body armour. It's also an impact bludgeon. It's also a shield. So if you had something of that kind of structural integrity, but even if you had a few books in here, a laptop, something that's not going to allow it to fold like material, then you've got the idea of what we're talking about, yeah?
Yeah.
So the first thing you're going to do, you've got in this position, you're telling him to back off, you want to fend that stab. Boom, here, again, here, fend it. Here, fend it. From there, just fend, fend, and on the third one, when he stabs, boom, just riposte, just into the face. Bounce off this, straight into the face. That's what you're doing first. You're going to stab and fend. It's not a lot different to this. You're still hiking your hips back, but you're straight arming, yes? First of all, get a feel. Build it up. Ready? Stab and fend. Go! Lock your arms out. Go! Go! So rather than back pedal, just literally unweight your feet and slide. 1, 2, 3. Right, now you're going to stab, fend it, and riposte to the face. Right. 1. Good. Backing up all the time. Good job. Again. Go. Faster. Right, now you're going to add just a shot to the balls, putting a groin kick. Right, so riposte. Jam, hit the high line, kick the low line.
Got club on. Yeah.
I want you to finish the drill, making a way to an exit boundary. Ready? Go! Fuck off! Good. See how that could work? It's feasible, right? If you could give somebody that, you could give somebody that in 5 minutes. Whereas teaching them how to bend the blade, you've got to teach them a whole day of the module. So it's a relatively quick, simple way to do it. Now, taking your bag, he's going to give you that angular stab to the neck. That's what he's looking at, right? Understand that wherever you stop the blade, depending on the length of the blade, there's still a spike coming towards you, right? So literally for me, I just want to jam this. I just want to recognise the body language of the shoulder. Just jam that, boom, and then same deal. Yeah, that's what we do. Structurally stronger here. Yeah. Right, 3 hard stabs. Ready? Let's go. Again. One more. Right, same deal. You're going to jam the blade, riposte to the face. Real good. Get a grip. This is where, look, for combatives training, you should cross train. And your cross training should reflect performance event. It should be task specific. So a lot of the areas that you need to concern yourself with are neck strength. If you've got a good column strong neck, you're much more likely to absorb impact, particularly if you ride it. It won't necessarily guarantee you not getting knocked out, but there's less likelihood. It can also give you some resistance to choke, some. Right? Grip. Getting hold of somebody, seizing them and letting them know they've been got. Holding any kind of awkward object like half a brick, it's very difficult to hold and hit with that. So grip strength is necessary. Neck, grip and core. And when I talk about core, I'm talking about the whole trunk, 360 degrees. Combatively, you need to be strong. Not just strong on a sagittal plane, forward and back, you need to be able to transverse and move lateral. Do you understand? So grip strength integrity is important here. I want to be able to grab hold of the minimum amount of material with a thumbless grip, and that's fucking solid, that ain't going nowhere. So grip is a relevant issue, yes? Right, send the high line, riposte to the face. 1. Again. Be careful, yeah, go for it, 2. Right, so stay committed, don't bounce off it. Because if you bounce off him, it's going to be dangerous for you to pursue. You're better off running. Right. Again. 1. Right. Add the groin kick. 2. Last one. Going to fend the stab, fend the high stab, hit the face, kick the groin, then whack him with the bell. That's the finish. So let's go for it slow. Fend the stab, the low stab, fend the high stab, riposte to the face, hit the groin, hit him with the bag. It's literally overhand, boom, down. Yeah? Whole thing. Ready? Right, first count, listen. Fend the 2 stabs. I want you to go bam, bam. 1. Hit the face, kick the groin. 2. Kick the groin, now swing the bag. It's in right on the back of the nut. Boom. fucking swing it. Alright, he's got an helmet. Do you understand the drill?
Yeah.
Slow time, whole thing. Go! Good job. Good. Right. Again. Come on. Whistle up, buttercup. Come on. Ready? Pick up the speed. Go! Oh, fuck it. Right. Now you understand the drill. Before you switch, you're going to have a 20-second play. You are going to stab either of those lines random, whatever one you choose. So there's a need to try and keep distance and try and pick up on the peripheral view of what he's doing. Yes? 30 seconds, just random it.
So is he attacking straight away, yeah, no?
Right, you attack when you see the opportunity.
So we can attack any time we want?
Yeah, off you go. Good. Right, so you see where there was a pattern or a gap?
Yeah.
He's going, stop.
Yeah.
You could have hit him twice there.
Yeah, I was just going to let him
Hit, stop. Don't hit, stop. So you're either going to stab here, stab there, or stab continue. Yeah? Do it as you would. Let's go. Make sure you hit him with a bag. You can even throw it at him. Pick it up. Let's go. Good. So I try and get that bam bam. I want to see. Right, this is what I want to see, right? Come here to me, you. I want to see that. I want to see hit the high line. Boom, that. I want to see that, and I want to see a low kick to the groin. And I even want to see a projectile run or use it. Yeah?
Yeah.
You right?
Yeah, cool.
Caught in the knee. Right, let's go. 30 seconds, play with it. Don't wait, hit him straight away if you can. That's right, don't wait. Don't wait. That's it, good, better. Right, so understand this, look. Understand that it'll be adrenalised, right? So he's less likely to feel that. It's less likely to stop him unless you've got like a skateboard with a reinforced metal part or a sharp briefcase. This is relatively forgiving, which means he's going to keep doing whatever he's doing all the time until I do something to stop him, isn't he? Yeah. This, whichever way you look at it, is defensive. You could call it offensively defensive if this is hurting him, but it's certainly not going to be hurting him enough to stop him. No. So if I do this, boom, wait, boom, wait, boom, wait, he's getting momentum. I need to do something where as soon as I boom, see the opportunity, do something like that.
I was trying to get some reps.
Yeah? There's something that I could do back if I don't get that. Something I could do back is that. I could try to pump the shin, I could kick the groin, I could tie kick, do any number of things. If this riposte puts him back and it's too dangerous to kick, run. Throw it, hit him with it, whatever else, yeah? Pick it up now. That's it. Yes, see look, immediate. Because you was immediately offensive, he's reacting to you. Yeah. Action beats reaction. Once I've riposted, once I've stab, once I've done this and that here, I want to be kicking the groin, boom, and then bum, this over the top. Ready? Go! Index the drill with running. Yeah.
Quite close. Try not to
keep distance all the time. Go! Right. Stay in the drill. Right, now I want you to fend the low line, fend the high line, riposte. Yeah, so all you're adding is the other two. So add everything else. Put it all together. Go!
You use your front leg rather than your rear leg.
Use your lead foot, closest to the target. It's not set in stone. Any one of those options will work. you might just fend and throw it. Fend, hit him and run. Fend, kick him and run. I'm just giving you a sequence, right? So now you're going to put it together. You're going to fend the low stab, fend the high stab. Then any one of those counter responses until you can get gone. You're going to attack in your own time. Do not wait for him to build momentum with his attack. Second you see a chance to pattern interrupt what he's doing, which is usually as the stab's coming back, you should be attacking. 30 seconds, play with it. Nice hard. Good. Again. Yeah, good. Yeah, solid, man. Excellent. Go on, swing that bag if you can, hit him with it. Maximum reach.
Nice. Get on. Keep going, Phil. Don't stop. Finish with the kick. Let's get going.
Yeah, oh, good.
Well
one
done,
more.
Yes, hard. Yes. A little bit hard.
Ready? Now you are going to do 3, working off his cue, not my verbal cue. You go. Knock the arms out.
This is good, though.
Right. Now you're going to go fend, riposte. Fend, riposte to my count. 1. Literally jump with it and move off. Bounce off him as you do it to make distance. So like when you push somebody to posture, you don't just push them, you push and push off them. So you double the distance, triggers the flight response. Ready? What? Yeah. Can you get these two? Check. Good. One more of those. 3. Good. Right. Now I just want you to jam the high line. So angular stab. Try and jam it at the wrist. You ready?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. 2. Keep it higher. 3. 3 to your count. Pick up on his cue. Make distance.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's it, angle it back. Right, riposte off that now to my count. Ready? What?
Yeah.
Right.
Right. You want me to go to your chest?
See how it works. Just got the helmet. Just put the helmet. Ready? 2. You need to make more distance with your arm. Alright. 1, try and maintain the bag this time. Know what you're doing. 30 seconds. Play with it.
Yeah. Good attacking, Phil. Good. Solid, Giz.
Yeah, would you stop it? You stop kicking.
Yeah. You get a chance to do it.
So that's a point, right? Once you learn a module like this, listen. Look at the components of this module. Just relax now, take it off. The components of this module are the kit that you're using, the way in which you're going to use it. So you need to first of all learn to jam the line. Jam this line, jam that line. That's relatively defensive, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're using it as a barrier and you're fending him off with the bag. Straight off that fend you want to be attacking, so you riposte. So riposte is a term that comes from old fencing, where they would ward off the blade and attack off the bounce. So they would clear stab. That's what you're doing. You're clearing and stabbing with your arms, yeah? So you're bouncing off. Other tools that you can use as soon as you create that distance, puts him in the distance for a low line shot. Going from high to low, kick him in the groin, hit him with the bag and run. But there's nothing to stop you hitting him before he gets set. You might hit him in the face with the bag before he's actually brought the knife in play. You see it's behind his back, you might kick him in the groin as he enters. Any number of things. Don't wait. Don't wait to react to him. Make him react to you. Does that make sense? Yeah. Right, so this is just basically using a bag as a tier 1 skill to fend off a bladed tool. Make sense? Yeah. Questions on that? Right, good.